Hey, besties. Let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? If this was Wendy's best birthday ever, Wendy, Dr. Wendy, I'm going to encourage you to live more, vibrate higher for your birthday like you do every other day of the year. I know you haven't celebrated. You've explained, you and Eddie just go out to dinner. But honey, I am going to encourage you to start celebrating your birthday because this was not it. I'm ready to head back to Potomac because Wendy is throwing herself a 40th birthday party, I believe. I'm ready to see the birthday party because this was not it. Hey, besties. Welcome back to Behind the Shade and welcome to Behind the Shade. If this is your first time, don't forget, come on in. We're besties. Come on in, get comfortable, like that video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel so that you are updated each and every time I post a video. Now let's get into another episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 9, episode 6, Shady Waters. Ooh. So, do we like the title of the episode, besties? Nah, I didn't. And how would you rate this week's episode? It was, there were some high points. I'm kind of over Jacqueline. Oh, I'm over her with that makeup. I'm just over her and all these little odd things she just blurts out. But let's get into the episode because it was pretty good. We are continuing from last week when Stacy is asking Karen, does she need to go to rehab because Mia and Jackie just told her that Karen asked to go. Karen's like, no, I don't need rehab. And, I'm an advocate for if we get sick, let's get help. But no, I don't need that. But honey, Mia has been to rehab herself. They was like, yeah, oh yeah, honey, yes. She started that joint practice because she had an opioid addiction. What? I was like, huh? And I read some other content creators' comments, and they were confirming that Mia said it on whatever season she came in on. She mentioned it, but we forgot there was a lot going on with Mia, with her, her past, with her mom and all that. So Stacy just can't believe it. And Kiana, she throws her water bottle down the floor. She's like, what? Because I think the way Kay reacted to it was, why didn't you tell me before now? Because I could have threw that at her when she threw all that other stuff at me. Uh-huh. And so the way Stacy's like, I can't believe it. And she went in her confessionals and said it too. I was like, are you taking sides, Stacy? Because the YouTube streets say that Stacy is starting to treat Karen, a little sideways. She getting a little sideways with her friend Karen. So I'm like, does it start right here? Because remember, Mia was asking Stacy, is this the friend you defending? Is this the friend with all these counts against her? Is this what you're defending? So Stacy is like, I'm kind of looking at her now. I like Stacy, but now I'm side eyeing Stacy. Don't you switch up on Karen. Because Karen says she's trying to see who her real soldiers are, honey. So I guess the flip-flopping is beginning right before our eyes. So Mia admitted to it in an interview. Someone said it was in Charlotte. She was in Charlotte, I guess, when she opened up this first joint practice that they're getting ready to go visit. And she said that the joint practices saved her life. And so that's that on that. So that is true. She said it. And so I was like, oh, is that why her skin is like that? From, is opioid a pill or a synthetic substance? Anyway, I was like, is that why her skin is like that? But then I read some comments that said Mia said that she got burned as a child. I'm like, oh my goodness, poor thing. So some of the ladies, they joined Ashley outside at the pool because they were going to the pool after brunch. And so she had called and checked on her kids. The kids still bad. They climbing all over the place, just being white kids. And she's like, I'm coming home tomorrow. And they like, okay, bye, mama. And she like, well, I'm trying to see you, but she just got some rambunctious kids. They're being kids. So Jassy comes out and she just jumps heads in, with her feet. She just jumps in the pool and she goes all the way down, honey, like a mermaid, or a sinking mermaid, because I think she went in over her head. I don't think she knew how deep the pool was, honey. She came back up, and it looked like she was trying to, woo, like she caught herself, and child, didn't nobody jump in to try to save her. They all like, you okay, girl? So Kierna tells them that Stacy was FaceTiming TJ all night long, all night long. And so I know what we've been saying about TJ, but this is a common interest. No one that's not into you is going to stay on the phone with you all night long. So I'm kind of gonna give him a chance until I change my mind. So they said they played the flashback and they said they miss each other and they love each other. And I'm kind of like, okay, let me lay off of TJ. And then she said, I miss him. When I miss him, I be missing him. We pray together. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to lay off of TJ a little bit. And, they talk about their future plans together. It's like, okay, maybe he's all in. And maybe he's just adamant about he don't want to move forward until she gets divorced. And I understand that. And they said he's only 41 years old. And I was like, that's pretty mature for a 41-year-old. He seems a little older with wanting to abstain from her. And so she's like, yeah, I would love for him to meet my daughter. And so Karen asked, so when is the divorce? So, you can move forward with TJ. And so she's like, she don't know, because her and her husband, they can't agree on certain issues. So Ashley says she's going to mediation soon and she'll get an agreement, and then she can go ahead and file for divorce, and then she'll be divorced like 3 months after that. Shut up, Ashley Darby. We don't care. Take us out of the group chat. We don't care. We don't. So being that today it's November now, the show, Wendy's birthday, she's a Gemini. So I don't know if this is the end of May or the mid-June. But baby, it's been 5 months and we have not heard that you're divorced yet. You know why we haven't heard? Because you're not gonna file. Okay. And we all know that. You know it. Michael knows it. And where is Michael? Why he can't tell us what's up? Because we tired of your little fabrications. Why your kids can't be on the screen? Ashley, you are an OG. OG, it is season 9. Why is your life so quiet and so secretive and so, girl, stop with the shenanigans. Stop. If you don't want to divorce him, you don't have to. What we going to say about it? Do we even care? We don't. We don't. Okay. She gets on my nerves. I am almost at the point, you guys, when Ashley talks, I almost don't even want to even write the notes down. I just want to pass over it. But the bunions was necessary. Asking about the scar was necessary, but it just be like, ugh. So Stacy asked Ashley, does she let her kids meet whoever she's dating? And she says no. But if they ever have a special someone, they have to meet, like she has to meet Michael's woman and vice versa before they can introduce their kids to this person. And so Stacy says the husband knows about TJ. He knows TJ is her friend, but he doesn't know the feelings that they have for each other. And so Karen's advice was, why don't you wait to introduce him, to your daughter, and like wait till you're engaged. And Kiana was like, now, wait a minute, Karen. That is way too old school. Ain't nobody doing that, mamas. She said, her man's kids know her. She's supportive of them. And, she's a positive figure in their life. Jassy says her man has kids. It's tricky when you're in a serious relationship. Why is it tricky, honey? And so she said, I kind of agree, with Karen. Introduce your kids when the engagement is around the corner. Aha. Stacy says, we don't know enough about Jassy and her public relationship with her man. What's up with that? And so Facebook, no, so then they flash back. What I'm talking about, Facebook. So they flash back to her trying to explain the timeline of her and his kids, honey, because they clashing with the Titans. They clashing. So first, she tells the story that the kids were here before she started dating him. Then the second story is he didn't have kids when they first met, and then the person was already pregnant. Then the third story is both babies were already baking in the oven before they even hunched. Why do these women feel like they have to explain themselves? If you don't tell us, we won't even know. You didn't even have to bring his kids up. Just talk about him, And then when we find out how old they are, I really feel uncomfortable with you mentioning another woman's kids at such a young age. Like, don't speak on them until you have a relationship with them. That's what I'm thinking. Then Mia brings up the birthday girl. Oh no, Mia comes out to come out in the backyard, and she has the birthday girl special delivery, and it's flowers in a car from Happy Eddie. And I was listening to some other content creators. They are just ragging on these flowers. I listened to two different people. I won't say their names, but they're both single, and it just says a lot about people who are single versus people who are not. That you just, why are the flowers a big deal? Like, she's coming home the next day. Like, the kids young, so they are. I didn't see nothing wrong. There were flowers in the vase. Big deal. She ain't even gonna see them because they going out all day, and you see clearly they got drunk all night and they leaving the next day. So brings flowers. I mean, I heard, was there any roses in there? It looked like carnations or some old dead daisies. And oh my God, like, get a grip. It's flowers. It's no big deal. It was just a nice thought, a gesture. My wife is here. It's her birthday. I need to show up with something light. Maybe the kids picked it out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was the kids' idea. Maybe Eddie wasn't even thinking like that, and whatever. Maybe the florist made a mistake. Maybe something just who cares? Okay, like, who cares? She got a great life. So she opens up the card. Now they talking about the flowers. I'm wondering why the card only is signed by the husband and the two boys and the dog. What about the daughter? It was from the boys, the husband, and the dog. What about the daughter? Forgot about the cute little girl. So then the girls, they start dancing, and they hyping Wendy up because it's her birthday, right? So then they start teasing Stacy because she is stiff as a board, honey. We know she is married to a white man, honey, because she is just stiff, no rhythm, no nothing. And so Mia twerks on Kay's head because she's sitting down at the pool. And so Mia's over there, kind of apologizing, kind of doing a little lightweight, like checking her temperature, going over there dancing, like, come on, girl, let's have fun. It's okay. She kind of with it. She was lighthearted about it. Girl, get your butt out my face. And girl, because I'm about to come to you. Talking a little bit of smack, but in a loving way, very lighthearted. So, who said, was that Wendy that said she claps butt cheeks for forgiveness? Yeah, that was Wendy that said that in her confessional. And I was like, here we go. So y'all ain't gonna let me live this stripper thing down because she did lie, y'all. Remember the lie that she's a server of surf and turf and a high-end strip club and she wears ball gowns. Don't we remember that? So baby, Giselle returns back from the baby's graduation, honey. And she's sitting down and Jassy is updating her on all the drama and the tea and the shade, honey. So Jassy told her Kiana's business was started with her ex, her ex-boyfriend, he was a dealer. It was started with his money. And I'm going, wait, what happened? Did we miss something last week? We didn't hear that. We heard that you had an ex-boyfriend that was a dealer, a D dealer, but that's how you started your businesses. We didn't hear that. So I was thinking, oh, this is a game of telephone. You hear something, now you didn't add it, your 2 cents to it, and now it's growing legs and about to grow arms, a neck, a forehead, and a butt, and a tail. That's how rumors get started. Now you about to tell Giselle all these lies. Ain't nobody said nothing about that's how her business got started. But Kierna, hey girl, is that true? Is there some truth to that? So then Mia pours, they go inside. Mia wants to pour the tequila down everybody's throat, shot straight from the bottle down your throat. And it's Stacy's turn. And Miss Stacy is like, do I have to swallow it? And I'm like, what? Oh God, Stacy. It's not cum, it's tequila. And I saw the bottles. It looked like Mia picked up a bottle of Casamigos, and then when she got to Stacy, she had Belvedere. So I think Stacy said, "I don't do that tequila, but I do vodka." Okay, so yes, Stacy, you need to swallow the vodka going down your throat. What else are you gonna do? Are you gonna gargle with it? What you gonna do with it? Hold it in your mouth? Like what else are you gonna do? So now it's Mia's turn, honey, and baby, then she grabbed the tequila bottle. She grabs it and she deep throats the bottle. Child, that bottle, the top of that bottle came up missing, honey. And everybody's like, oh my God, like, oh my God. Oh, honey, Mia's like proud, honey. She was like, and this is how you keep two men. Girl, two men. One is hecka short. So is he considered a whole man or is he half a man? And your husband is old as dirt. So I don't know if you want to call them two. Let's say 1.5. And anyway, whatever, Mia. Neither one of them are nothing to be bragging about, okay? So they get on the bus because they're headed to Mia's first chiropractor office. This is Wendy's birthday, her 40th birthday, and this is what we're doing. This is the event. So on the bus, Giselle is asking Stacy all about her business with TJ. She's so intrigued. So Stacy was like, Google him. His name is, what was TJ's name? Girl, she said first, middle, and the last name. And so she's like, yeah, he's an actor. They said, oh, he's been on a few shows. He has been on a few shows. And so she was like, oh, how old is he? Okay, so she asked about their freaky time life, the adult time life. Like, what's up with y'all? Life. The bang bang life. And she says, none. No, we're not doing that. No, we don't want to hunch until we're married. And what kills me about these women? They act like that is such a terrible thing. They act like they are just some horny toads. Like they can't go a day without getting some. Ashley, all of them. Mia, was Giselle, like, oh my God, how can you do it? Oh, I couldn't go that long. OMG. Oh my God, I gotta have it. Like, y'all are women of a particular age. Calm down. You act like you're in your 20s with that. Like, it's not unheard of. And if you haven't heard of it, maybe they should try to be celibate. You should try it. It's not a bad thing. Give it a try. Sometimes you need it. It's like a detox. Pull back from it sometimes, okay? So she was like, so Mia gonna say she hasn't had freaky times because she's stiff. That's why she's stiff. Yo. And so Giselle is like, you haven't felt around it, it could be a thumb. And so she's like, whose decision was that? And so Stacy is like, he made the decision, he's a devout Christian. And child, if I gotta hear that one more time, that's like when you watch Orange County. If I gotta hear paparazzi, that drove me nuts. Hearing that paparazzi, the word paparazzi drives me nuts. Now we gotta keep hearing about a devout Christian every episode. We only on episode 6, and I think we've heard it every episode because TJ comes up in every episode. And so they was like, are you going to feel around before you get married? And she was like, I would like to. And so Giselle was like, oral? And so Stacy's like, I don't think he's willing. It's like, let it go. Leave her alone. So Stacy, her confessional is like, Giselle, you can laugh all you want. You can laugh. Hardy, har, LOL. Do your thing. Ha, ha, ha yourself to death. But what you're going to do is you're going to be laughing alone. Stacy continues, and she says, yes, he's 41, and yes, he's waiting for his wife. He waiting on me, boo. And Giselle is cracking up because she said, she said, why are you laughing? Because Giselle was cracking up. She said, because I want you to test drive it before you buy it. So I'm over this conversation. Thank God we off the van. We done made it to our stop because, okay. So they get to Mia's, the first joint chiropractor office, Now remember, they supposed to go in there and meet Dr. McDiddy, and they supposed to get their cells adjusted. Everybody's going to get adjusted. And so with that, okay, that may bring in some kind of celebratory, girly type of birthday-ish type of thing if everybody gets a service, right? On you, right, Mia? On you? Child, she walks in. She introduces herself to the doctor behind the desk. He's there with the receptionist. They looking at them like, why are all these black women coming in here? It's 9 of them, right? She's like, I'm Mia. He's like, I'm Dr. Chad or whatever. They didn't know each other. They looking at them. The girls looking at them. And so they looking like, why y'all here? What y'all want? So they find out that Dr. McDaddy is in Virginia. Oh, okay. So the girls, they looking around because I think they waiting on their setup, because they think they're about to get their backs cracked. And so they sitting around, and Mia's like, oh, this is my first baby, and I got 22 more to sell. And she's like, thanks to Gordon, because of his mental condition, they can no longer get along with the other owners, which I believe are his siblings. So they've fallen apart, and they've gotten rid of these locations. And it's just like, okay, Mia, you over here lying to the new people. Girl, we know you don't own them darn 22 other locations. They took y'all off the paperwork, honey. I think they bought y'all out, or they suing y'all because y'all owe them money. Oh, it's bigger than what you're saying, but go ahead, girl. And why are you telling this lie in front of Karen and Giselle and Ashley? Because they know the truth, right? They was there last season. Okay, moving on. So everybody's perplexed at now. They just looking around like, okay, now what? So Giselle was like, so are they busier on the weekends? And I'm going, ain't this a weekend? Y'all went for the weekend. This ain't, I'm thinking that, ain't today Saturday? Ain't it the weekend? No. Okay. So next stop, thank gosh, they're going to lunch. They walked over a couple of blocks to have lunch. They was ordering, honey, caviar on the French fries and a presidential tower, whatever that was. And, and Karen, again, is not drinking. She is not drinking. They want shots, lemon drop shots. And Karen is like, I'll take a coffee. And I like that for Karen. She's being responsible. Shannon over there at the OC, she drinks, and she don't care because she know now that she's not going to drive. But I like that Karen is taking full accountability. Now, what did she do when she was sitting at the table? Did y'all notice she had pulled out something of an orangey type of something that she put on a cracker or something? I was thinking, was it hot sauce? But I was like, why did she put it in the tube with the little, I don't know. What was that? Do y'all know? Was it hot sauce or was it something? Was it some medicine? I don't know. So um Giselle announces that Jassy gave her the tea. And she was like, Kieran, I just want to ask you, are you okay? And she's like, okay. And so she looks at Ashley and she's like, well, do you want to apologize to Kay? And Ashley's like, I did earlier. I did it this morning. And so Giselle's like, okay. And so Kiana said, yeah, she was piggybacking off of Mia. And so she looked at Mia like, I was offended, Mia talking about my D dealer. And it's like, why is it me out of all people that you mad at? And she said, because you have a very colorful past, Mia. And she said, well, not in the D industry. D dealers and strippers are come close, Kiana said. And she said, no. Mia said, no. One is legal and one is illegal. I was like, you got an interesting point, Mia. That was a good save. And so Kiana said, oh, okay, so selling booty is fine. And she said, no, well, I called you on your beep and you didn't deny it. And so then Kiana said, well, what is my current man doing, hun? Huh? Look at that security while you're posting on the corner. I was like, oh my God. I am here for it. Robin could never. Candace could, but Robin could never. She can't match up to none of these women. They are bringing it in their own different ways. And this is the group that we didn't know we needed. In New York, that's why. Did y'all know Real Housewife of New York is canceled? Did you guys hear that? And you see where I was going with that? I was kind of like, I'm not feeling this. It takes too much time to watch these shows. You got to rewind the back and forth parts, right? Jot these notes down. And I'm up late doing this because where I am, these shows come on at 9 p.m. So I'm up to maybe 11:30 with these shows, and I just ain't got it to do for New York. It ain't even worth it. And do you know, I heard that last week's viewings, their viewers, the rates of the viewers were low. Like 281,000 people only watched. That is low. Those are like YouTube numbers of content creators. That's like on some, Sherelle's World or Tasha K numbers or Funky Dineva numbers. Like not a show on Bravo. So yeah, like I said, and I'm gonna say it again, and I probably won't mention it again, but yes, they messed up by recasting, doing a whole sweep. Because Dubai is canceled too. Did I tell you guys that? I'm apologizing, but I'm telling you now. The Real Housewives of Dubai canceled. It costs too much to be over there. They're not bringing it. The ratings are low. And both series, Dubai and New York, have a lot in common. They have a lot in common. A lot of similarities, but they're not paying attention because OC brought it. Salt Lake City be bringing it. I think that's my favorite. Child, and Potomac is even bringing it. They're doing better than they have in the last. I can't remember the last time I was tuned in like this. And when you like a show because you don't pick up your phone while you watching it, you be you fast forwarding through the commercials, or you just ready for the next segment, paying all the attention to the TV. Yeah, that's when you know it's good. Okay, so back to this. Let's see. Oh, so Jassy is just so she chimes in because they going back and back. That dark Kiana and that Mia. So Jassy says that she's gonna throw an event. Her man is in the NFL. He's on the Kansas City Chiefs team. But child, let me talk about that real quick. Oh boy, didn't even play in the Super Bowl. He is a bench warmer. Okay. He got fired. He went to work. He went to play for some other team. I think they don't want him. So he ain't even signed to nothing. So she need to calm down before he be football players don't make that much. You gotta have endorsements, you gotta have other stuff going on, honey. So you better stop bragging about your man, honey, because he might be there next year, next season, and he might not. But for what we know, he's kind of, and she says it too. She says it too. So there's an event coming up. Her man is being honored. Okay, that might be a lie. Every year, the winning team of the Super Bowl goes to the White House. There's a big party, and she says she's intentionally gonna make sure that she invites all of the single men that have anything to do with the league, players, everybody. So then Jacqueline attempts to throw shade uh and Giselle, so she said something, and Giselle asked, oh, she was saying how, because cool, because I've been working out. I've lost 15 pounds since last season, and I don't fool with me. Don't play with me. I ain't with it. I feel strong, and don't play with me. And so Giselle said, was that to Karen? And honey, Jackie don't want it to do with Karen no more. You notice where she was sitting. She on the total opposite side of Karen, honey. She don't even want to look at Karen. She want Karen to forget she's there. And Karen on the other side, not even tripping. Okay. So back at the house, everyone is checking in with what they boo and at the house, seeing what everybody doing. So Jassy calls Darius, the NFL player. Child, why his reception is so bad, they can't even hold a conversation. Now, what's so funny about this is that we learned that he's, fired from the NFL. He don't have a contract. He's not fired. Let me go back with that. He hasn't been fired. He's still employed with the NFL, but he doesn't have a contract. He don't have a team. So it's kind of like you're fired because no one has picked you up. But you are there to be waiting to be picked up. And so, girl, his reception's so bad they can't even have a talk. Now everybody else is talking. Wendy was FaceTiming Eddie. TJ is FaceTiming with Stacy all night long. How come Darius can't get his call through? Makes you wonder. I don't know how many people went towards. He do that on purpose. He don't want to be on this show. He don't want to be seen on the show. He don't want that baby mama to be calculating dates and times and moments, and you know what I'm saying. How all of a sudden his reception is bad, but then when she said she had to go, then you heard him. All right, baby, I love you. It's like, what is happening right now? Oh, so Ashley and Giselle are outside chilling in the backyard, and Ashley wants Giselle to hear her new song, honey, Healing and Thriving. Girl, be quiet. No, Ashley, no. Like, really be quiet. No singing for you, mama. No singing, okay? And so Giselle is not here for it. She don't understand. She don't get it. She's not impressed. It's a no for us, Ashley, but thanks for sharing. Okay, see how I don't even want to get into it? I just kind of want to brush past Ashley. So back in the living room, everyone's waiting to go out. They're going out for dinner. Child, they done ate 3 times today. They had brunch this morning, which was last week. They had brunch. I saw waffles, fried chicken, potatoes, bacon. They had all the things, mimosas. You guys went to lunch, and now you're going to, y'all know y'all not hungry. Now y'all going to dinner. Y'all know y'all not hungry. Oh, anyway, they in the living room waiting to go. Mia told everybody to wear red because she wants them to be on fire, be hot. Then the birthday girl come out in her all white. She looking good. She had that same hat on that Jennifer Williams had on on Basketball Wives when they went away and they was having her her bridal shower or whatever. She had that same hat on, but Wendy says 40, and I think Jennifer said bride or something like that. So Jacqueline comes in and she's sniffing around and she like, somebody stank. It's like, ugh. It smelled like PUSS beep. And it's like, lady, like, ugh. And I'm saying, lady, I'm being funny. And so Mia's like, well, is it me? And she like, I don't know. She said, but smell me. And then Jacqueline bends down there to smell me. Girl. Okay, let's move on. No, it's not you. Karen is cute. She thinks she looked like a hooker. No, you don't, Karen. You look super cute. But that purse you had was way too big. Now you know better than to carry a big old gigantic purse at night. Ladies, besties, and others, and they. You know you are supposed to have a little sleek, smaller bag when you go out at night. Clutch is best because you can get a lot of stuff in your clutch. But you're supposed to have a small purse when you hang out at night. She just walk around with this big old purse. So anyway, I thought her dress was cute. So on the van, child, now this was funny. They play F, Mary, or K. So let me figure out how I can say this. And I'm sorry you're confused because of YouTube. I can't say these words. So adult time, marry the person, or unalive them. So Jassy says she will K Karen. Ooh, oh gosh. She would marry Wendy and she would F Mia. Okay. Ashley says she would F Stacy, marry Giselle, and K Wendy, but she would bring Wendy back. And it's like, oh, okay. Wendy says she would F Giselle. I said, now come on now. Now y'all friends. Now you want to have sex. Now you want to bang bang. Okay, whatever. So she will F Giselle, marry Kiarna, or was the K Kiarna, was the K, oh man. Was the K Kiarna, was the K Karen? I'm gonna go with Kiarna because Kiarna has all those businesses. I don't think she'll want to marry Karen. And then she would unalive Jacqueline. I was like, yes, finally. So then Karen, she will F Mia, marry Jassy, and she want to unalive Kiarna. No. Sorry. Karen wants to F Mia, marry Jassy and Kiarna, and unalive Jacqueline. And child, that was so funny because we knew that was going to be her answer. We knew it. Now it's Stacy's turn. Stacy wants to marry Ashley. Oh, okay. She wants to F Mia. Okay. And she wants to unalive Jacqueline too. Off with your heads. Off with your heads, Jacqueline. So then Jacqueline is like, she wants to F Ashley. And then we don't get to hear the rest of her stuff because Mia interrupts or whatever. Now, Mia says she will F everybody and she will unalive nobody because she's a lover. Okay. So in Giselle's confessional, she says Mia can talk about a million men she slept with, and that will not bother Jacqueline. But let her mention a woman, and baby, Jacqueline turns into a scorned lover. I was like, you noticed that too, Giselle? You noticed that too? So here comes Jacqueline in her confessional. Baby, I don't care who she with. I am Mia's Queen Bee, and they better acknowledge me. Baby, let me tell you something. That confessional fell flat because nobody cares. We already know how y'all are. We already know how you feel. Now, oh wait. I didn't talk about, wait a minute, I didn't write down. Wait a minute. I didn't write it down. I guess I thought I was okay. Back up. Okay. Back to Jacqueline saying who she would F. It would be Ashley. Now, when she said that, I said it out loud, y'all. I kid you not. Roll the tape back. I said, because she already slept with Mia. And why did she say the exact same thing I had just finished saying? I was like, there it is. And some people are shocked and some people are not. And Mia was like, oh, she talks so much. And it's like, we know y'all have done, the threesomes and stuff. We know. It's very clear that y'all, you took a shower together the last vacation that Mia threw. And yeah, we know y'all get down weird because you're best friends and your lovers and sisters and your everything. You want Jacqueline wants to be everything to you, Mia. And it's giving very okay. It might give a little what's the little the stalker? What's that white single female? It's giving stalker vibes. So, um, so in Kiana's confessional, she goes, thirsty. And I'm like, yes, girl, thirsty. And I think that should be the name of this episode. It should just be named Thirsty. Because Jacqueline is very thirsty. She gets on my nerves. I cannot stand her. I'm about sick of Jacqueline. And she's making me sick of Mia because they're trying to be the new Batman and Robin, Giselle and Robin. And it's just like, you don't have to attack everybody because you're trying to glow up, and I'm to this day, like I asked last week, why does Jacqueline get so many confessionals? She's not even a castmate. She's a friend to the show. What Vivian over there doing, child? She been quiet. We can't even get a flashback to see what Vivian doing. Is she selling any dresses over there? I want to see what Vivian up to. I'm tired of this trip. Can we leave? So they get to dinner. They're at a rooftop somewhere. This is the hot spot in Charlotte. The restaurant is called Fahrenheit. I'm actually going to look it up just to kind of see. And so I know ain't nobody at this table hungry. Was they ordering food? I guess they were. But I know they wasn't hungry. They've been eating all day. When y'all, besties, when you go to brunch, do you eat dinner that day? And if you do, put in the comment, what do you actually eat? It can't be no more than a salad or some cereal, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Do you just pop some popcorn? Because don't you be full the whole day? Okay. So, child, I was triggered when Kiana ordered an espresso martini. I was like, no, get it out. Not us. That's not us. That's not us. That's them. Orange County, Orange County. I tried one when I went to Vegas a couple weeks ago, and it was puke. Puke. No, thank you. Okay, so Wendy says she only celebrates her birthday with Eddie. She never with outside people. She felt like no one would celebrate her, when she was 35, when she came onto the show. She had just had her daughter, she was unsure, and then she said, you guys have seen me raise these 3 kids and get my body back. Get it back or go get it done. I was confused. Say it. Say, go get my body done. Your confidence went through the roof. You put your cha-chas was on blast that whole season. We've experienced all her different business adventures, and so now she knows at 40 years old in this moment right now that she is enough. And besties, I want to put this on your head. You are enough also. I am enough also. Sometimes too much, but definitely enough. And they cheers. So everyone goes around, they say nice things about Wendy. And then like Stacy has to do this same gesture. Oh no. So Stacy says, well, honey, we need to talk about Jassy's man. Who is he? We don't know him. And they like, okay, Stacy has loosened up, honey. She is up. She is clocked in and she is jumping into her first season, honey. Stir the pot, Stacy. Stir the pot. And so Jassy's like, he's the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm like, Darius? Oof. Okay. He ain't attractive, y'all. And Darius, don't come for me because I'm not. I'm cute. Okay. But you not. Let's be clear. You got more money, but maybe not. I might have to loan you some money if you don't get a job. Anyway, she says they will marry. You know, they've had some bumps in the road. It is like you could just stop right there. We don't like, why do you keep bringing up these kids? And so what's making me sick about it to me is just like, because they're babies, right? Like, stop talking. And I'm like, have you even met them? That's my thing, I think. Don't talk about them until you become a part of their lives. Like, we don't, okay, we assume he has children. You don't have to even say it. Let somebody ask. Anyway, he's a great father of 2 boys. And you could have stopped right there. But here we go. And he was a great father to 2 boys that were both either there or already created before me. I made sure I wrote this down. This is what she said. Does that sound like somebody that is telling the truth? No. So confusion covers the table. Everybody's sitting there like, huh? What? The kids came before you already. They was before you, with you. Come. What happened? So Jacqueline asked, well, how old are the children? Honey, they getting ready to start dividing and subtracting, honey. And she is so like hesitant to say. So she's like, 3, and then 1 turned 1 a month ago. Why can't you just say 3 and 1? Or, you know, they're infants. He has an infant and a toddler. So Mia says in her confessional, she said, she has told me this story 8 different times in 8 different ways, honey. And I'm like, here we go. Trisha from Love and Marriage Huntsville. You're going to tell this story 8 different ways about these kids. Okay, Phaedra Parks, when they asked her, you know, when she was pregnant with the first boy, and they were just asking like, when is he due? She don't want to tell them because she don't want them to understand that she had a shotgun wedding and went ahead and got married to Apollo before that baby. Sorry, well, you know what a shotgun means. That means she was pregnant when she got married. And she don't want that out there because she was trying to be a Southern belle. That was what she prided herself with. But okay, girl, it's okay. You're not the only one. You ain't the first that it happened to, and you won't be the last, okay? So she says they've been together, you know, a couple of years. And I would have been like, well, how many? Is that 2, 4, 3? What is a couple? And you could tell it's less than 3 because we could tell it's less than 3 by your responses. So she said, you know, when they were dating, you know, she said, you know, she was 3 or 2 months pregnant. And, you know, that was before we had adult time. And, you know, he didn't know. So that's how come took a long time for me to find out too. Girl, what? Girl, huh? Wait a minute, girl. No. If I was at the table, I'd have been like, so are both of the kids by the same woman? Because they're not clear on that. And it makes a lot of sense. And it's safe to assume that because that's why you so like, because, so Kiana says she also has dated someone in the NFL. And her experience was very similar to Jassy's. She said 2 women were pregnant at the same time. So Kiana thinks that he probably has gotten 2 different women pregnant. Because you need to be clear. All this is by one woman. Okay, so he has been lying to her and he was lying to you. and he was cheating with the both of you. And maybe the girl is cuter than Jassy, and he's like, I want her to be my kid's mama because her hair is pretty and she got them tight eyes, whatever it is. I don't even know what the lady looked like. And I'm just assuming that's who he picked, that he wanted. That's the woman he wanted to have kids with. Now, does Jassy have children? Because she's old. We do know she's older than him. But yeah, maybe. But we know he was cheating, okay? And it's okay. So Mia asked, well, what team did he play for? Because that happened to me too. Oh my God, Mia, shut up. Kiana's like, wait a minute. So she told Mia, leave me alone. Kiana's like, enough of you for the day. I am sick of you. You done talked about my scar, calling me stitches. And to this day, I feel like Kiana should have went across that table and pop, 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 pop to Mia. You done talked about her ex-boyfriends. Whew, child. And what else has she talked about? So Mia's like, she keep asking, like, who did he play for? Who did he play for? And so Kiana said, girl, he played for Jesus at this moment. And that should be the title of the episode, honey. That should be it. Yes, ma'am. He played for Jesus. Because that was hilarious. So Kiana says, when dating a successful man, you should just be prepared. Be prepared. And then Giselle gonna say 90 and unsuccessful men. And I was like, wait, what? Are you telling people to lower their self-esteem and their values and they supposed to put up with some stuff? What are you saying? Because no, don't be prepared. Get active. You should want to be with a successful man. And successful men, all of them don't cheat. What you talking about? Be prepared. For what? Girl, bye. So she cause she said she couldn't get past homeboy having them two kids. Yeah, by two different women. Exactly. You think I'm finna date a dude and he about to have two baby mama dramas and deal with me? Oh no. Cause why? Cause I'm enough. What did Wendy say? I'm enough. You're enough. Don't put up with that, besties. Don't put up with that mess. And he a football player. He ain't even making that much money. Blood ain't even cute enough to be cheating on me. You do what? Darius, come on now. You ain't even cute enough to be cheating. But I know it's more than that. But anyway, so here go Ashley. Well, let's support Jassy because we know relationships are not one size fit all. Blah blah and a blah blah. So Jizzy says in her confessionals, girl, just say your man cheated on you and you still wanted to be with him. Exactly. Just say, because all this explaining and saying, like, when you lie, you got to say it more than once and you twisting it. You done told Mia they wasn't there when you was dating them, then they was there, then they was baking. It's like, what? It's clear that he was going back and forth, breaking up with you, going back. It's clear that y'all had some bumps in the road, like she said. So Stacy wants to give props to Ashley for being this great single mother, and Ashley's energy is giving her the courage to open up in this group and move forward with her divorce. And cheers to the single mothers, the new becoming single mothers. Cheers to that. Clink, clink, clink. So Mia tells them that they are going to go home now. They're about to have a slumber jammy jam. Let's get ready. Let's do our thing. Here go Jackie. Yeah, y'all need to take a shower because y'all been dirty all week. Everybody like, what? And Mia said, come on, let's go. And then Stacy picks up the cotton candy tree because she think it's so cute and she's taking it home. So the next day, the next day. So they got home at 1:00 in the morning. I don't know what time it is the next day, but honey, Wendy is sitting at the head of the table, child, and she got a plate in front of her. She's eating turkey bacon, and it looked like it had a biscuit and some eggs on it. I'm seeing her like, now dang gone it, Wendy. I know you not hungry again. I know you not hungry. Y'all been eating all since you been here. And I'm not saying that I don't like to eat, but it's just been, conveyed with this trip. It was the brunch that morning, it was lunch after the chiropractor, it was dinner, and now it's the next morning, and you sitting here with a plate in front of your face again. She is drunk, hung over. She is all the things. The room is spinning. She is all the things. Okay. They had a time when they got home. Okay. They show flashbacks. They had a good time. But clearly, Stacy went to sleep. So she's up, bright, bushy tailed, and she's just la 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 all over the room, all over the house. So she's talking to Wendy. Wendy is like, she got her shades on. She said her head is pounding. Stacy is bothering her because Stacy's heck a chipper. She went to bed when she got home, and she just walked. So she kind of bothering Wendy. Wendy is paying her dust. So she gets up and she's going to see what all the other girls are doing because people are packing. And Stacy probably came home last night and packed, right? She just ready. So people are packing, getting ready. So she's all bothering everybody else. Good morning. Good morning. And that was that. The ladies head out. We saw Ashley walking out the front door with her luggage. She talking about she ain't never gonna drink again. I said, is that DJ Quick tonight? So they are headed back, as Giselle says, I will see you in the P. And that was the end of the episode. I'm glad to get out of Lake Norman, child. That was a lot. That was a lot. OMG. But besties, you let me know, what do you think about this week's episode? How do you rate it? Did I give it a something? Did I give it something? It was an 8. I'll give it a good 8.5 maybe. But let me know what you think about this week's episode, and I will see you on the next video, besties. Hey, don't forget to like this video. If you listen to all 56 minutes, 57 minutes, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, besties.